Hey there guys, I am back for you with a topic that I am betting my entire career on that you will like and enjoy. This is one of the hot topics to discuss since we are talking about here. So, without further ado, let's check out our list for today of the top 10 shows that made great again. But before we start, be sure to like, subscribe, and press on that bell icon to keep yourself notified of all our latest new content. And don't forget to share it with your friends, your families, no, maybe not this one. And of course, your other degenerate friends. And coming in at number 10 is Peter Grill in the Philosopher's Time. Oh, Peter, that's why you don't join tournaments before knowing the purpose behind them. Peter Grill, after winning in the Colosseum, became the strongest man ever. Such a title came with a heavy price though, one heavier than he could imagine. That price being that he became sought out by women of all races for his, potent sperm and genes. After all, he did conquer the Colosseum and prove just how damn powerful he is. Now all these women from different species are all out for him to take his seed and breed the strongest bloodline of warriors. Common sense, right? And that's about it, really. Yeah, that's about it. The show has minimal to no plot, no character development whatsoever, and concentrates solely on, well, the getting dirty part, and how these girls will coerce him to having the dirty with them. But it's not like he is sad about that part or anything, but yeah, when it comes to there is much to expect in the plot department of things. Coming in at number 9 is The 7 Mortal Sins. Even though this show had a captivating story with lots of potential in it, it still failed at delivering it to an extent. And even though it had a lot going for it when it came to the aesthetics and art department, especially the ladies, unfortunately that was all it could do. While lots of ecchi veterans didn't mind the fact that many watchers dropped a gem of series when it came to the ecchi aspect because of that. The story of Lucifer trying to regain her powers after allying with a demon king and a human in hopes of defeating the 7 deadly sins was quite an idea. Sadly though, they botched it. But when it comes to ecchi, the show is top tier. And a must watch. Oh, and if you guys are lucky enough, you might find the uncensored version. You didn't hear it from me. Nah, just kidding, you totally did. Coming in at number 8 is Valkyrie Drive, Mermaid. This anime is supposed to be ecchi, but all of us intellectuals already know that this series is borderline. For countless reasons, of course. Good reasons nevertheless. When it comes to the topic of this list, the battles, the scenes, the fights are just excuses for those girls to flaunt their goods and get that watcher, well, going. Which isn't that bad per se, but it does affect the anime as a whole in a way. Not like we care though, the more fan service the better, and the hotter the scene the more enjoyment we get. Thanks to the power of Shikishima and Tokonomi are able to defend themselves by becoming living weapons on this forsaken island called Mermaid. Coming in at number 7 is SEIKON no QWASER. I gotta give it to the show's creators. Their imagination definitely peaked when making the show. And since it's already on this list, we can already agree that it is as ecchi as they come. Especially if you knew just how the main character activates his said powers. Well, to put it simply, all he needs to do is drink some milk. Of a girl. Good for him. He already has a harem full of hot girls that lactate, waiting for him to get a taste of them, and I'm not gonna lie, guys, this is a very ridiculous one. Oh my god. But they get all while fighting the same who wish to make this power theirs and, in usual villain fashion, rule the world. Honestly, this one is ridiculous, but it's so awesome. Coming in at number 6, Why the Hell Are You Here, Teacher? Admit it, guys. We all had that one super hot teacher that we just kept fantasizing about. All the goddamn time. And that is exactly why this anime can be considered a guilty pleasure to many of you guys. This teacher is hot. Not like super hot and everyone has a crush on her, but are also afraid of her at the same time due to her harsh penalty. What is hiding under this personality, though, is a flustered teacher that has no idea what to do when in awkward situations, and for some reason, she keeps falling in them with one of her students. The show is absolutely hilarious. You can even watch it with some friends and the animations are on point. You can't find a flaw in it. It is a must-watch and you must definitely can't miss on this masterpiece. And if you're done with the show, there is always the manga. Get ready to witness a lewd side you've never knew existed when it comes to the demon teacher. That's right, the demon teacher. Coming in at number 5 is Mother of the Goddess Dormitory. These girls are just oozing with Ara energy, and I am not really sure whether to accept it and go with the flow, or call child services since this guy is a freaking 12-year-old kid. With a no-brainer, straightforward story, circumstances lead to him becoming a dorm mother to these older girls, which defies all sense of reality and logic. But who the cares for any of those anyway? It's ecchi, it's hot, it's got fan service, what more could we ask for? The majority of the show is uncensored to add to the experience and enjoyment of the show, with a lot of stuff, if mentioned here, this video gets a strike by good old YouTube. So, my lips are sealed. But if you're that interested to find out, well then, you better go ahead and watch it. Coming in at number 4 is Hybrid Heart Magias Academy ATARAXIA. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. All it takes to make an ecchi great is a bunch of hot girls and an unsuspecting, doesn't know any better main character that is going to get arad at any moment. Even though this series, compared to others on this list, is tame mostly due to, well, censorship, it does quite a phenomenal job at teasing the viewer and, well, arousing them thanks to the thick, juicy plot that keeps evolving all the time. The show definitely could have been in a better condition than it is right now if they had given the characters some more screen time, and just a few more episodes to flesh out the characters a bit better. But alas, they ended it so abruptly, and there are sadly no signs of a sequel anytime soon. But still, it made it on this list as one of the classics with hot fighter girls whom powers activate when aroused. Coming in at number 3 is Testament of the New Sister Devil. Before High School DxD was a thing, hardcore ecchi anime watchers had this amazing series to enjoy, and was it a damn good one at that. This show single-handedly changed the face of the ecchi industry of anime altogether, and made it what we know today and watch and enjoy. This definitely isn't a show to show off in public for watching it, but is it damn worth the watch. This show is heavily uncensored, and there are a lot of sticky situations that the characters fall into, and I am not allowed to elaborate on here any further. But what the hell do I mean? Even without these scenes, you got a hot, voluptuous redhead as your main female lead. What more could you ask for? Coming in at number 2, To Love Ru. If you are looking for some laughs and a way to spend your free time, then this show is the best choice for you. Especially if you've watched Rosario plus Vampire before, and enjoyed it. Since this show takes on a lot of the elements from it, including the ecchi parts as well. And not to mention the funny parts that will have you rolling on the floor from the enjoyable sense of humor the show has. The best part was the first meeting of the main character and Lala. As he was taking a shower in his bathtub, he suddenly finds himself groping the boobas of Lala, after she crash-landed so conveniently in his bathtub. Convenient, huh? The first interaction between them set the mood for the rest of the series, and it was fun while it lasted. And number 1 goes to Interspecies Reviewers. Countless diverse races, from perky fairies to oozing slimes, inhabit the world. Naturally, such a melting pot of creatures has a broad and alluring variety of brothels. With so many options to choose from, it is hard to decide with which Suckyu girl to have a meaningful interpersonal experience. Fortunately, a tight group of brave warriors has come together to enlighten the public. These perverted adventurers take it upon themselves to assess the appeal of all types of Suckyu girls through hands-on research. Whether it be scorching hot salamanders or the utterly humongous cowgirls, the urinal gloss reviewers leave no species behind. Directed by the mastermind behind Miro Tights, Ishizoku Reviewers seeks to answer one of the most pressing questions there are. Which species is the biggest? This series was frowned upon by many streaming platforms and banned from stream, since they saw it as more of a show than an actual ecchi uncensored anime. And who can blame them, really? With the highlight of a plot and story being those group of friends testing out different brothels every day with a different species and race in hopes of finding the best one there is. It's like wanting to collect Pokemon if those Pokemon were lewd girls that worked in brothels for a living. So someone write that down. That would actually be pretty successful. Write that down. Write that down. We all already know that the show is uncensored and is quite risky when it comes to its lewd scenes, treading dangerously and sometimes attempting to cross the thin line that makes the difference between a hentai and an ecchi anime. But if you haven't seen it, fellow comrade, watch it. And with this, we conclude our video. If you enjoyed this list, I want you to smash that thumbs up button, and if you haven't already subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe and press on that bell icon to keep yourself notified of all our latest new videos. And also, comment down below on the anime you like the most on this list, if we missed anything that should be on this list. And hey, don't forget to share with your friends, your family, maybe, and your other fellow degenerate brothers and comrades. If you have any suggestions, place them in the comments as well. And as for now, I'll catch you later. See you in the next one.